I'm Melanie Barr. Welcome back to the She Built It podcast, your go-to place to empower you to live the life and business that you crave. I'm here to talk about everything from having the courage to make life and career leaps to the details of how to lead effectively, create successful teams, implement strategies for growth, and infuse tech innovation. I'm here to celebrate your wins and navigate through your challenges. I live in the city now, but I grew up in a town of 1,000 people. I've navigated major life leaps, a senior level corporate career, worked in professional sports, and now as a successful entrepreneur who loves business, technology, family, and making meaningful connections with you and the She Built It community. I also love a good workout and dose of self-care. Magic happens when we focus on the part of ourselves and our business that brings us joy. So turn up the audio, open your favorite notes app, grab your favorite drink, and here we go. Hi, I'm Melanie Barr. Welcome back to the She Built It podcast. As a weekly listener, you know that at the end of every podcast episode, I ask guests the same question. Magic happens when we focus on the part of our business and ourselves that brings us joy. What is one way that you make sure to find and live your joy? After asking this question to hundreds of women leaders and founders around the world, I've noticed something interesting. When I ask it, they often pause, a quiet look, sometimes even confusion. Not because they don't want to answer, but because they realize they haven't asked themselves that question in a long time. Many of the women I talk to are extraordinary. They run companies, manage teams, raise families, and carry a lot of people's expectations. They're doing it all, and they're doing it well, but that's one simple question that often stops them. It's a reminder that somewhere in between the goals, the growth, and the constant motion, we forget to check in to the person behind it all. Today, we're talking about why burnout is so common among women business leaders, what the numbers really say, and what it looks like to build success that doesn't cost you your sanity. Women are launching businesses faster than ever. In 2024, nearly 49% of all U.S. businesses were started by women, up from 29% in 2019. Today, there are roughly 14 million women-owned businesses across the country. That's about 39% of all U.S. firms. Together, they employ around 12 million people and bring in close to $2.7 trillion in revenue. That's real impact. Women aren't just building small ventures. They're driving a massive part of the economy. But here's the catch. Those same businesses only account for about 6% of total business revenue nationwide. Women are doing more, often with less capital, less structural support, and less time. I've heard this over and over again from women in leadership. I love what I do, I just don't know how long I can keep doing it this way. That's not burnout from the work. It's burnout from the structure. Because in most women-led businesses, especially in the early years, the founder is the business. Every client, every decision, every deadline runs through her. Add that to the reality that women still take on more unpaid labor at home. The childcare, the household logistics, the invisible management of everyone else's needs. And it's easy to see why so many feel like they're always one small emergency away from breaking. This isn't about not managing time well. It's about carrying a system that was never built to support the full weight of what women do. So let's talk about what helps, because burnout doesn't mean failing. It means the structure around you needs to change. Here are shifts I've seen women make that actually create space to breathe without losing momentum. Sell outcomes, not hours. If your clients are buying you instead of a clear result, you've built yourself into a corner. Build systems that deliver value even when you're not in the room. Treat help as a necessity, not a luxury. Hiring isn't an indulgence, it's survival. Whether it's childcare, a VA, or someone who can take admin off your plate, it's not weakness to get help, it's strategy. Create steady income. Retainers, annual agreements, and long-term contracts are your best friend. Predictable revenue means fewer sleepless nights and smarter decisions. Price your work to reflect its real value. Women still tend to underprice. You don't need to apologize for charging what you're worth to deliver at the level that you do. These are structural shifts. They will allow you to keep doing this work for the long run. Let's get back to that question. What brings you joy? For me, it's not a light way to end the podcast. It's a real check-in with my guests and with you. Joy is information. It shows you where you still feel alive, where you're not just performing success, but actually experiencing it. And if you don't have the answer right now, that's okay. Most of us forget to ask ourselves at times, especially when we're in survival mode. There was a time in my own business when I lost sight of mine. I loved what I did, but I had stopped doing anything just because it made me happy. I was measuring everything in output and productivity. It wasn't until I slowed down, took time to think, to breathe, and actually enjoy what I built that my creativity came back, and so did my energy. Joy isn't what happens after success. It's what sustains it. So now it's your turn. We talked about the numbers, the structure, the reality of being a woman leader in 2025. Now, what's one thing that you do just for you every day? Not for your clients, not for your family, for you. For me, it's a workout to start my day. Whether it's a run, weights, or yoga, I really cherish that time. I also love spending time with friends, either in person or calling them to chat while I'm on a beach walk. If that question feels hard, start small. A walk, a quiet drive, coffee alone before the day starts. Whatever joy looks like for you, protect it, because that's where you'll find the energy and the clarity to build your what's next. Thanks for listening. I'm Melanie Barr, and this is the She Built It podcast. Until next time, take care of yourself and keep building towards the life and business that you crave. Thank you for joining us today. I'd love to hear from you. Reach out to me at hello@shebuiltit.com, on our She Built It website, or at She Built It on social. Thank you to my editor, Rich Streffolino, who always makes us sound good. Until next time, let nothing stop you from experiencing the life and business that you crave.